really talk about what we were going to do as a solution and other work on the vehicle and what would be recommended. So this is a one owner vehicle. He's had it since new. You can see how well he looks after it. He services it mainly himself, as far as I understand. So, but there's a few things that he's asked us to do. So obviously for the knocking noise and the original injectors that are nearly 14 years old, we want to get those out as a matter of urgency. And we're going to check for blow-by. If you don't know what I mean, the injector seat's leaking. Check our injector information playlist. Normally you would drop your oil and check the oil pickup, but this time we're going to be doing injectors anyway. So we're going to try and save wasting time and wasting oil. If there is the blow-by situation, the seat's leaking and all that mess, and we've got to clean it up, then we will be dropping the oil in the sump and cleaning the oil pickup if it's blocked. Obviously, so think that way. This is why you watch our videos. You listen carefully, understand the way we think. People like it. Why am I going to waste time taking your sump plug off, dropping oil, wasting oil and time when the oil pickup could be clear when we're doing the injectors anyway? So that check is a free check you do when you change the oil on any vehicle, especially diesels. So we're probably going to do injector replacement. Where we are going to do injector replacement, not probably. Injectors, pipes, all the seals and gaskets, quality job, you know how we roll. We're probably going to do an EGR clean as a minimum, EGR clean. As a matter of fact, we are going to do at least an EGR clean. And we will check and monitor if the manifold needs cleaning as per all our previous information. Some people go, oh, it's a waste of time if you don't do it while you're in there. No, it's a waste of time if you do it while you're in there. If you don't understand and you haven't seen the examples, when you've done as many as what we have, you would understand. So I'm trying to help you understand. Sometimes the EGR can look clean and the manifold's really bad. Sometimes the EGR can look really bad and the manifold's really clean. But the worst of it is usually where it enters the manifold. And you can tell from there, and you kind of sometimes need to clean that out so that you can see further down to the ports. Are they still rectangles? What is the thickness of the build-up? Because many of the manifolds we've cleaned, many, whatever it is, it wasn't worth it. We've even gone to the point of, you know, comparing vehicles, doing one, not the other. We've done vehicles where we've not done it, and then a week later we've stripped that side of the engine off and cleaned the manifold. No difference at all whatsoever to noise, fuel economy, smoke or anything. So generally, if it's not really caked up, it's generally a waste of time, okay? So EGR with a possibility of a manifold, of course. When we do a manifold clean, you do an EGR cooler clean. If you see a lot of crap in the back of the EGR cooler, it might be worth doing an EGR cooler clean to avoid those EGR low flow codes, P0400. Could be because you've put a plate in and the EGR cooler is slightly blocked and it's not getting enough flow through, because it isn't your EGR valve. I want to help you with that. Don't waste your money buying an EGR valve. It could be, but nobody I know that has gone and brought one has it ever fixed it for them. So don't make that mistake. Subscribe, turn the bell on so you don't miss all this information. And one video a day, it's not much to ask for you to get yourself educated on your second biggest investment. Don't forget, go back and watch some of the older videos, maybe one a day. So that leaves you with 2 a day, 20 minutes a day of the evening, you know. Anyway, it's up to you what you do. I'm just here to try and help you. We're going to do automatic transmission oil flush because that's probably never been done either. It's not part of any service schedule. It is the next most expensive component behind the engine. The engine's the heart of the beast. The transmission delivers the power to the next component and they get cheaper as they go. They're all very important. The transmission's almost bulletproof, but it's worth doing an oil change on it every now and then. What's more important is understanding how to drive it right. We've got a playlist called Transmissions. Watch it, listen to it a number of times and try and understand what I'm trying to explain. I'll do some more videos and explain it again, but I'm limited on time. Help me help you by watching and listening to the videos to the end. I'm spending the time to make the video. The least you can do is listen to it. I'm trying to help you. Don't come to me with questions. Don't text me questions. All the answers are in the videos. They're on the posts. If we're going to help someone, we help them as a group on our Facebook pages. So you text or post your question there. What else are we going to do after we've done the auto flush? We're going to do an inspection, of course, bumper to bumper inspection. And we're going to let if it's small things, we're going to fix it. And if it's bigger things, we're going to make a list because, of course, the vehicle's booked in. We haven't got unlimited time. We've got quite a bit of time booked in for this one, but any big jobs need to be rebooked. unless you can leave the vehicle here for weeks. Okay, inspection. Suction control valve, of course the short one's rubbish, so we're going to get that off and throw it in the rubbish. Okay, diff oil changes he wants, because obviously maybe he hasn't been doing your own service, a bit hard to get under there and do the diffs, so maybe that gets taken to a workshop every now and then, so we're going to do the diff oils. The belt, the drive belt looks very dry at 220,000 Ks. The bearings are actually worse than the belt, so we're going to do the belt and bearings because the water pump has been previously replaced, and as you can see, the timing belt's already been replaced. So for efficiency, we're just going to do the belt and bearings on this one. There's also a small oil leak somewhere near the back of the engine and the bell housing. And no, it's not the rear main seal. These engines, these Toyotas, these diesels, these 1KDs, the rear main seal doesn't leak. Got that? It doesn't leak. So don't change the rear main, because, or don't let anyone do it, because they're probably going to rough it up and make it worse than what it was from factory. This is the problem if you're not careful who you let work on your motor vehicle. So it's not the rear main, it's probably that little plug, you know, the plug with the O-ring. The people that are subscribed with the bell on, they know what I'm talking about, because, you know, they're into it, they learn about it, and they love it. So they're getting, this is getting boring, tell me something I don't know. So now what I've got to do is go away and think about something I can add into the video. Okay, here we go. Here's something I've just thought of. We'll just back it off a little bit. Let's just go over here a little bit. Let's see if I can tweak this. We need to get over here just a little bit. That's it. Yes, what do we got over here? We've got an extra fuel filter. Common misconception. No, not that, you know, you don't need one or whatever. The misconception is people bring their vehicles to the Prado hospital and they say, oh, I know you hate these. I know you hate this, or I know you hate that. No, 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 no. I don't hate anything. Well, I could probably think of a couple of things, but I'm hard pressed to think of things I hate. I haven't got time for hating things, right? Love, not hate. But, so, an extra fuel filter certainly can help with filtering fuel. And we've been through this before. I don't hate it. I'm just trying to tell you that you don't need to waste your money on it, because it's not going to do anything for you that's helpful with the results, like, for example, not getting a cracked piston. I'll give a couple of examples in a moment, but firstly I want to run through some reasons why you wouldn't want it here. Okay, firstly, it costs money. It's probably $300 or $400 or $500 worth, depends who installed it. That's the first part. Secondly, this design, this little bracket that holds this fuel filter, can take the weight of that fuel filter. By the time you add a 4mm thick steel bracket, an extra fuel filter full of fuel, see this banging around like that? If this actually went on corrugations and off-road, A, it wouldn't work because it'd shake up all the fuel and all the water would mix and it'd come through anyway, but B, it could tear your guard to pieces here where it's mounted on, because there's no extra, the bracket just piggybacks onto the bracket that wasn't designed to hold that much weight. So there you could have put a problem in place, okay? We're just getting started here, right? So I recommend against it. If it's on road, it's probably not going to cause any issues, okay? But be careful. The other thing that can happen, some people like to recommend 2 micron filters. Now that'd be awesome to get nice clean fuel, but there's a reason why Toyota don't do that. That's probably the same as, you know, the problems that it causes. And what that is a lot of people do, and most people don't. Most people don't, but a lot of people do experience, oh, my vehicle's hard to start, or my vehicle won't start, or my vehicle's stalling. And that may be because this is blocked and restricted, or it just happens way too soon. But it happens that these concerns, and I haven't talked about it for years because I think people listen, and I said, if that happens, then you bypass this. You take this hose off here and you put it back on here, and if it solves all your problems, then you know that was the problem. You can keep changing filters. You can go up to a bigger one if you like, a 5 micron, similar to the factory one. Bada bing. I don't hate them, right? Whatever. Now, plenty of vehicles come in without any extra fuel filter at 400,000 Ks, and there's no cracked piston, okay? So you don't need it to save your engine. And there's also vehicles that have this in place because they drive home from their Toyota dealer where they just picked up their brand new car, and they go, like I do crazy things, take the spare wheel cover off and put some grease on the air filter, on the rubber and all, because I might be in dust and all that sort of thing. They come home and they've already got this while they're waiting for their new car. They've ordered this, it's been delivered, they take it home and they just want to get it on there, and I understand. They may live in the Northern Territory, they may be around Darwin, and seems to be a lot of fuel problems up there and cracked pistons and stuff like that. So I can understand, but when they've got a cracked piston at 50,000 Ks, did that prevent the problem? No. So therefore, if you spend your hundreds of dollars and you risk cracking your guard, engines not starting, stalling and other issues like that, voiding warranties perhaps, and then it doesn't prevent anything for you, well, then what was the whole point of it, right? So there you go. You got some little bonus. I think most people already knew that anyway, because we have talked about it before, not for a while. I don't hate them. You can do whatever you want. I just give advice based on, this is what we specialise in, four-wheel drives. We go off-road. We work on these vehicles, diesels, four-wheel drives, whatever. We see, hear, study, share information, receive information. I'm just sharing with you. So send the channel to your friends, share it with them, subscribe, turn the bell on, hit the like button. It's the real information. Nobody's paying me to tell you to or not to. I don't make any money by telling you don't bother buying a fuel filter, right? I can do anything to make money. Business is so easy. But you know what? What I would like to do is help you. So these are the considerations on our channel that you need to look at. The information is designed to help you save wasting money. Now, each to their own. Everybody's different circumstances, you know, whether you want a bull bar or not, or a fuel filter, or a catch can, or it's just advice. Guys, hope you understand. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it. I'm out of here. We'll probably have some more videos showing a little bit of stuff as we go on this, but it could be pretty straightforward, but then injectors could be stuck and they could be blow by. If you don't want to miss it, subscribe, bell on. I'm out of here. See ya.